that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
And welcome to the tavern. I'm Travis Sivart. Go check out my books on Amazon. Just Google me. I'm everywhere. Except outside your window. That wasn't me, I swear. My vices tonight are a Savinelli pipe and some Cornell and Deal autumn evening and a big ol' heaping helping of water. So, our live chat is saying, Maria's saying her vice is water tonight. What about you, Ed?
My vice tonight is water and meal meat, Pinot Noir, no cheese.
Oh.
It gives me that.
Oh. That's no good.
Didn't want those sounds.
Hmm?
Didn't want those sounds coming over the mic.
Oh, definitely not. Andrea?
So I have water, but it's mixed with tea and knitting.
And tea means me. Okay. And let's see here. Bree says she has Red Bull, burger, and French fries. John says hard Mountain Dew, but don't recommend it. Okay, so let's do our opening toast and talk about our topic. Oh man, I had a great way to put this a few minutes ago. How can I say this without spoiling it totally? Nah. Let's just raise our glass to being alive so we are able to be feeling entitled.
Yes.
Okay. So, just so everybody knows, there are people who are now suing other people because they were born. Now, to be clear, that means person A is suing person B because person A was born. Not because the other person was born, but because they have life. So I've got two articles here, and I'm going to start on one. Let's start with this one here. I'm going to pull this up real quick. And we're going to go... oh, you know what? I want this to be the second one. Let's start with... no, this is the first one. I'm good. So, this article, woman sues parents for giving birth to her, claims $5,000 a month. Okay? So, oh, this is one where you got to watch the videos. And I'm not going to watch videos here on air, but one's like, it's got a comment, try to get a job. And that's where the woman sued her parents for giving birth to her. Now, are these, Maria, you recommended this topic, are these both the same woman? Or are these two separate women? Because I believe there's pictures and... no, the one she sued her parents, the other one she sued her mom's doctor for being born. So,
Wow.
well, the second one,
Wow.
and let me pull up this second article. We'll go over it also. And like I said, this looks like a different girl. Woman sues mom's doctor for allowing her to be born. Wins millions. Millions. The 20-year-old took Dr. Philip Mitchell to court over his failure to properly advise her mother while she was pregnant. So she claimed that she should have never been born. And Evie Toombs, a star show jumper from the UK, launched the trademark wrongful conception case against her mother's doctor because she was born with spina bifida, which I have also. It's a crack in the spine where your nerves can go through and create paralysis. A lot of people at least used to die. I don't know if they still do from it. But the spinal defect means that Evie sometimes spends 24 hours a day connected to tubes. 20-year-old took Dr. Philip Mitchell to court over his failure to properly advise her mother while she was pregnant. Claims that if Dr. Mitchell had told her mother she needed to take folic acid supplements to minimize the risk of spinal bifida affecting her baby, she would have put off getting pregnant. This in turn would have meant that Evie would have never been born. Judge Rosalind Coe backed Evie's case in a landmark London High Court ruling on, well, whatever Wednesday. How long ago was this article? See if I can get a date here. This is from December 2nd, 2021. Judge ruled that had Evie's mother been provided with correct recommended advice, she would have delayed attempts to conceive. In the circumstances, there would have been a later conception, which would have resulted in a normal, healthy child. Evie's lawyers said that the exact sum has not been calculated, but it would likely be a big number, as it would need to cover the cost of her lifelong care needs. Evie Tomb's mother had earlier told the court that had Dr. Mitchell advised her correctly, she would have put off plans of getting pregnant. I was advised that if I had a good diet previously, I would not have to take folic acid. Ruling is considered groundbreaking because it means a healthcare professional can be held liable for improper preconception advice if it results in the birth of a baby with a serious health condition. Yes, Andrea.
So, somebody could tell the future. They know that if she would have delayed it, that the baby would have had no problems at all. They know this for sure.
It's what the court seems to think. Ed?
No words.
Got a thought?
No words.
Is it any, gosh, I hate to agree with this, but is it any different than any other malpractice?
Yes. Because somebody lived instead of died.
Well, but people don't always die in the cases of malpractice suit. They just end up fucked up because the doctor did something wrong, gave bad advice. In this case,
I'm just
bad advice.
wondering, would the mother really, was she, like, how much of a planned pregnancy was this?
Yeah.
Would the mother not have had unprotected sex 20 years ago? And, hey, JC, good to see you. Yeah, JC says it's that if conception is delayed, a different person would have been born. Correct. But
exactly,
is it fair to sue the doctor over a birth defect that the doctor had no control over? And even if folic acid was taken, it doesn't guarantee it wouldn't have happened. Just like if it's not taking, it doesn't guarantee it will happen. Maria says, I think, quote, if they would have X, then Y would have happened is BS. We don't know for sure if she would have delayed being preggers. What were you saying, Andrea?
Doctor did not get her pregnant. It doesn't sound like this was an IVF or whatever type pregnancy.
Right.
It sounds like the woman just had sex and there was a baby.
And
I don't think the doctor's at fault.
Could the mother be sued for not having a better diet that included folic acid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Instead of the doctor who sees a woman for, 5 minutes once every couple months?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Maria says, what information was available to the doctor at the time as well? Did they know that the mother was looking to get pregnant? Did they know the acid would have helped? How do they know 100% the acid would have done anything? JC.
Well,
Go ahead.
here's the thing. If this was a planned pregnancy, all the people I know that plan a pregnancy and try to do that, they do the research, they take care of all this prior. So I don't know. I don't know all the details.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a news article with, 5 paragraphs, we can't. And this other woman who sues her parents for giving birth to her. Has anybody watched these videos?
No.
None of us. So it's hard to see exactly what happened. Let me check the comments here. In some of the things here. Let me pause that here. People are saying things like, I love her. This is 100% a parody. And if it's not, Lord help me if my kids ever find this tweet. It's. Should we be able to sue our parents for being born? For us being born?
No, and this is going to sound probably really bad, but if you're not happy being here, you have control over that.
Get the fuck over.
Okay. Interesting comments from you two. Let me read some chat now. So, Maria says, also, I think suing for being born is total horseshit. And feel free not to voice this, in other words, read it out loud on air, because it shows my psycho, but like, if you think your life is so horrible, you need to sue for the fact that you're even alive. Why are you continuing to be alive? And says, also, is this a general practitioner or a gynecologist? Because, like, prenatal care should be handled with a gynecologist who may or may not have advised about the acid for their care. So, yeah, and this other young lady, again, looking at the comments, I'm unsure if she's serious or not. There is a post on Instagram and on I'm looking at some of the comments on Instagram. It looks like from the comments and what's in here, she can't get a job and she's broke, so she's suing her parents for giving birth to her.
So she's a lazy fuck. So that's why she.
It sounds like it, and it looks like from the comments that she said her parents should have had her permission.
They can't get your permission unless they create you first.
Well, that's not proven. What are Ouija boards for? JC, to answer your question here, JC says, was this a U.S. case? No, this was a U.K. case. The first one. The second one is not a case yet, or something like that. Oh, see, Maria watched it. Can't get a job, Maria says. In the TikTok, she claimed that she doesn't want to work. Oh, wow.
That's different.
That's a great question. Maria says, okay, so like, can the parents, quote, undo their mistake using that kind of mentality of it being their fault? Not legally. So, yeah, it's
it's a crazy precedent to be sitting.
It is, and I really feel like, this is the epitome of entitlement. There's no greater entitlement than saying, I shouldn't have been born, and it's somebody's fault, and you should pay me money for it. And by the way, the young lady who won millions, in theory, from the doctor, her pictures is her playing with her pony on the Instagram that was linked in the thing here. And if any of you guys, give me a second, I will drop these links into chat for everybody here. There's 2 of them. There we go. So if anybody wants to go watch the first link video and come back and give me information, that'd be great. JC says it's a super interesting legal premise and one of a type that is coming forward more now because of the recent Supreme Court reversal. Maria says also, let's think about where the person could have been. I mean, if you can sue your parents for having you and you live in an anti-abortion state/place, can you sue the government for making them choose to give birth to you?
So, on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Can the parents sue the kids for not living up to the potential they wanted them to?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, what if your kids... Well, it's not like you're going to get money out of them.
Not mine. Excuse me.
Unless a kid becomes like a doctor or, something rich and is just a douchebag. Then you can sue him for being a douchebag. I'm sorry, we didn't raise you to be a douchebag. And, yeah. And JC says, I believe in answer to your question, no, you have a clear causation problem. Also a damages issue. I'm not sure what that's in response to. It might not be your question there, Andrea.
So, can the parents sue the kids for all the cost of birthing them and raising them and feeding them? I mean, let's flip the whole thing.
Or what about a parent who gets older and needs care? Can they sue their kid if the kid doesn't do the care?
For not taking care of them. Because I spent all my money raising you. Now I don't have it. Take care of myself in my old age.
Okay. So I don't know. I think we've run ourselves in a circle here. Closing thoughts on this. Ed, spit it out.
It's just another example of how stupid our society is getting. I can't believe somebody thought of it. That's surprising to me. But I can't believe they actually took it to a court of law and won.
Yeah.
We're getting so.
Andrea?
No, I just can't. That's it. Nope.
I can't believe the court didn't throw it out immediately myself.
Yeah.
But yes, this is scary that we've gone here, and I hope these are the only examples we see of this. Maria says, I think suing for living is dumb. The world is shit, but you got to deal with it. Life's a bitch, and then you die. Here's what I'm going to say. Find a reason to be thankful you're alive, even if you got to make it up, which is what adults actually have to do. So here's to being alive and enjoying it as best you can.